Happy 3 years, babe. Can't believe how fast time flies.
Happy anniversary, gorgeous. Best 3 years of my life. You ready for our adventure tonight?
About that, are you sure about these tunnels? I've been looking at some pics online and they seem really creepy.
That's the whole point. Urban exploration is supposed to be a bit scary. Makes it more exciting.
I know, but couldn't we just do something normal? Like dinner and a movie? Or literally anything that doesn't involve dark abandoned tunnels?
Come on, Lil. We've done normal for 3 years. Let's make this anniversary something we'll never forget.
That's what I'm afraid of. What if we get lost? Or get arrested for trespassing?
We won't get lost. I've mapped the whole system, and there's no security down there. Nobody cares about old railway tunnels.
What about rats? Or homeless people? Or ghosts?
Now you're just making excuses. Trust me, it'll be romantic.
How exactly is a damp, dirty tunnel romantic?
Because we're starting at opposite ends, finding our way to each other, like a metaphor for our relationship, navigating through darkness to find each other.
That's actually kind of sweet. Odd, but sweet.
See? Plus I got us these. All prepared.
At least you're prepared. So we each start at different entrances?
Yeah, I'll take the north entrance. You take the south, and we meet in the middle.
How will we know where to go?
I've marked the route on both our phones, and I'll keep texting you. It's not that complicated. Just follow the main tunnel.
And what if our phones die?
I've got power banks, enough to charge both our phones twice.
You really have thought of everything.
I'm not completely reckless, just the right amount of reckless.
Fine, I'll do it. For you, for our anniversary.
That's my girl. I promise, it'll be an adventure we'll never forget.
It better be worth it.
Trust me, it will be. I'll see you at my place at 8. Wear something warm, and bring your sense of adventure.
And my pepper spray.
I'm at the north entrance. You ready?
Just got to the south entrance. It looks creepier than I expected.
Perfect. That's the whole vibe. I'm heading in now.
Oh, and just to check again, what if something does genuinely happen that means we need an ambulance?
Like what?
I don't know. Something like an injury, maybe?
Nah, don't be silly. We go in, we meet in the middle, we celebrate our anniversary in a cool, unique way. Then we go back to my place.
Promise?
Cross my heart. Now come on, adventure awaits.
Okay, I'm going in. Ugh, it smells awful in here.
That's the smell of history.
Pretty sure it's the smell of mold. And possibly urine.
Maybe that too. How's your flashlight working?
Good, though I wish it was brighter.
Just keep your phone's flashlight on too. I'm about 50 meters in now. The graffiti in here is pretty cool.
I'm seeing some too. Mostly just crude drawings though, and lots of trash.
The modern archaeological record.
Wait, what the hell? I heard something, like a squelching noise.
Probably just rats, or water dripping.
Great, now I feel much better. Rats are exactly what I wanted on our anniversary.
They're just part of the ambiance.
If I get bitten by a rat, I'm breaking up with you.
Fair enough. Check out what I found though.
That's actually pretty cool. How old do you think these tunnels are?
Over 100 years. They closed in the 60s, I think.
Why did they close them?
Newer routes were built. These became obsolete.
You sure it wasn't because they're creepy as hell?
That's just a bonus feature. How far in are you now?
Maybe 200 meters? It's hard to tell. The tunnel curves a bit.
I'm making good progress. About 300 meters in. There's a fork up ahead.
Which way are you going?
Left, according to the map. That's the way toward you.
Okay, there's a lot of water on the ground here. My shoes are getting soaked.
Adventure.
If I get trench foot, it's your fault.
I'll nurse you back to health.
You better. Oh, and I think I hear water. Like a lot of water.
Yeah, the map shows there's a flooded section. Part of the tunnel dips down, but there should be a maintenance bridge.
Is it safe?
Of course. These were built to last.
If you say so. How far are we from meeting?
Maybe half a kilometer? Hard to say exactly.
That seems far.
We'll be there before you know it. Whoa!
What?
I found the flooded part. It's bigger than I expected.
That does not look safe.
It's fine. The bridge looks solid.
Please be careful.
Always am. I'm going to cross now.
Oh, please, Marcus. We should turn back. Meet back at your place. We've had our adventure.
No way. We're only in the middle of it. This is the exciting part.
Marcus, please. I've got a bad feeling.
It's just nerves. The bridge is sturdy. I'm on it now.
Please be careful.
It's pretty damn cool, Lily. The water is moving so fast down below.
How deep is it?
Can't tell. Too dark to see the bottom.
That's not reassuring.
Oh, that's new.
Excuse me?
The bridge supports. They look strange.
Strange how?
Almost like they're moving.
What do you mean moving? Like swaying?
No, more like slithering. I'm going to get a closer look.
No, don't get closer. Don't be an idiot, Marcus.
It's fine. I'm already halfway across. Just want to see what's causing this effect.
Marcus, please turn around. I'm serious. I'm getting scared.
Just one more second. I think there's something underneath.
Under the what? Marcus? Hello? Marcus, please answer. Are you okay? Marcus? This isn't funny. Please answer me. I'm freaking out. Marcus, where'd you go? Marcus, it's been 10 minutes. Please just answer me. I hate being alone down here. Damn it, Marcus, I'm coming to find you. I'm running through the tunnels now. I'm shouting your name. Can you hear me? The map says I should be getting close to the bridge. I can see the water now. I think I'm close to where you were. The bridge is right ahead. Marcus? Holy, oh my god, Marcus. There's something there. I thought it was part of the bridge, but it moved. Please tell me I'm seeing things. Please just respond, Marcus. Hold on, it's unfolding. Marcus, it was disguised as one of the supports, but it's alive. It has teeth. Marcus, did you see this too? Is this what you were looking at? Oh god, it took you, didn't it? Crap. There are more of them. The other supports are moving too. They're all the same creature. They were pretending to be part of the bridge. They're blocking the way back. I can't get out. Why did you bring us here? Why did we have to do something different? We could have just gone to dinner. We could be safe at home right now. I'm running deeper into the tunnels, away from the bridge, but I can hear them following. They make this horrible fleshy sound, like wet skin on concrete. I'm going to try to find another way out. There has to be another exit. I promise I'll come back for you. If you're still alive. I'm at a junction, taking the right path. It slopes upward. Maybe it leads out. Marcus, I just found something on the ground. It's your phone. The screen is shattered. But it's definitely yours. I recognize the case I got you for Christmas. You must have dropped it when it happened. I'm picking it up. I'll get it back to you somehow. You're not actually dead, are you? I hear them getting closer. I'm running again. This path is getting narrower. The ceiling is lower. I have to crouch now. I think I made a mistake. This isn't a way out. The tunnel ends ahead. I'm trapped. They're getting closer. I can see one now in my flashlight. It's so long, like a giant pale worm, but with arms and that mouth. So many teeth. I'm pressing against the wall. Nowhere left to go. This is all your fault. Why did you have to be so adventurous? I can't believe this is how it ends. Crap!
Hey Marcus, how was the anniversary surprise? Did Lily like it? Hello? Are you guys still celebrating? It's been a whole day now, dude. Kinda starting to get worried. Please text me back when you see this.
Yo, bro, how'd the tunnels go? Did Lily freak out? Marcus? Come on, man. Answer your phone. It's been 2 days. Dude, where are you? Your boss called me. Said you didn't show up for work. This isn't funny anymore. I'm calling the police if I don't hear from you by tonight.
Hey girl, how was the anniversary? Dying to hear all about it. Lily? Hey, are you okay? Your mom called me. She's really worried. We all are. Please just send a quick text. Let us know you're all right. Lily, this is serious. The police are involved now. They're asking questions about where you might have gone. I told them about Marcus's tunnel idea. Did you guys actually go there? Come back to us, please.
Did you guys hear about that missing couple, Marcus and Lily?
Yeah, it's been all over the local news.
It's utterly tragic. They've been missing for almost 2 weeks now.
The police just called off the active search. Already? That seems fast. They're saying there's no evidence of their whereabouts, like they just vanished.
Marcus told his roommate they were going to explore some tunnels for their anniversary, but apparently he didn't say which ones.
Did they check the Crawley Railway tunnels? Those are popular with urban explorers.
Yeah, that's what I told the detective. Marcus had mentioned them to me before. Said he'd seen some videos online, and they sent a couple officers down there, found nothing and called it a day. Typical. They probably didn't even look properly.
I know Marcus's parents. They're devastated.
I can't imagine. Just not knowing what happened to your child.
It's driving me crazy. Marcus was one of my best friends from university. I feel like I should be doing something. Maybe we should.
Huh?
Well, what if we explored the tunnels ourselves? We might find something the police missed.
That's a terrible idea. What if whatever happened to them happens to us?
Oh, come on. The police probably just did a quick walkthrough. They didn't have a personal stake in finding them. Phil might be onto something. We know Marcus better than the police. We might notice things they wouldn't.
This is a stupid idea. You want us to go into abandoned tunnels looking for our friends who disappeared there? Have none of you seen a horror movie?
Actually, I think it's a good idea. I'm working on a piece about unsolved disappearances for my journalism course. This could make a compelling story.
So you want to use our friend's tragedy for a school assignment?
No, that's not what I meant. I want to help find them. The article would just be a bonus.
Plus, we'd document everything properly. Take photos, notes, record our search. That could actually help authorities if we find anything.
You guys are unbelievable. Just listen to me. There have been at least 3 other unexplained disappearances in that area over the last decade.
I didn't know that.
Exactly. Something dangerous is going on with those tunnels. And you want us to just waltz in there?
All the more reason to investigate. Maybe all these cases are connected. Maybe there's a serial killer using the tunnels. Or maybe it's just coincidence. Old tunnels can be dangerous. Collapses, flooding, that sort of thing.
Jane, I understand your concerns, but what if we could actually help find them? Or at least provide their families with some answers?
Don't try to guilt me into this.
We'll be prepared. Not like Marcus and Lily, who probably just had their phone flashlights. We'll bring proper equipment, safety gear.
You're all crazy. I'm done arguing about this.
I've been thinking about this tunnel exploration idea. If we're really going to do this, we need to be smart about it.
So you're in?
I feel like I owe it to Marcus to at least try.
I'm definitely in.
I still think this is a terrible idea.
Come on, Jane. 4 of us is safer than 2, and we'll be better prepared.
I didn't say I wouldn't go, just that it's a terrible idea. If you're all going, someone needs to be there with a functioning brain.
Thanks, I think.
Great. So we're all in. When should we do this?
This weekend, Saturday would give us plenty of daylight hours.
If we're doing this, we need proper equipment. I'm not going down there with just phone flashlights.
I've got some gear from my camping trips. Headlamps, rope, first aid kit.
I can bring my portable radio set, in case we lose phone signal down there.
Smart. We should also make sure our phones are fully charged. And bring power banks. And tell someone where we're going.
Yes, Mom.
Make fun all you want, but being prepared might save our lives.
Jane's right. I'll make a checklist of everything we need, and we should have a plan.
I've been looking at maps of the tunnel system. It's pretty extensive.
Wow, bigger than I thought.
Great. Even more places to get lost.
I think we should split up to cover more ground, but stay close enough to help each other if needed.
That makes sense. We could each take a different section.
I'm down for that.
Split up in tunnels where people have disappeared. Now, I know you've never seen a horror movie.
We'll stay within running distance of each other and keep in touch by text.
Fine, but we also need to share our locations with each other and with someone outside the tunnels. I'll share mine with my sister.
Good idea. I'll share mine with my roommate.
I'll set up a shared location map for all of us. That way we can see where everyone is at all times.
Look at us. We're like a proper search team.
More like 4 idiots about to get ourselves into a whole lot of trouble, but at least we'll be prepared idiots.
I'm impressed with everyone's commitment. If we find anything at all, it'll be worth it.
Agreed. Even if it's just to rule out the tunnels, at least their families would know.
Okay. So Saturday it is. I've got most of the gear packed, including extra batteries for the flashlights.
I've added emergency whistles to my list and some high-protein snacks. We should be prepared to be down there for several hours.
Good thinking. I've been doing more research, by the way. Apparently, Marcus and Lily were planning some kind of game where they'd enter from different entrances and meet in the middle.
That sounds like Marcus, always trying to make things more exciting.
So we know they were in separate parts of the tunnel initially. That could explain why they both disappeared.
Or it could mean they simply got lost and are still wandering around somewhere.
After 2 weeks,
People have survived longer in caves.
I suppose that's possible, but unlikely.
So we'll meet at the south entrance at 10 a.m. Saturday?
works for me.
I'll be there, against my better judgment.
I'll bring the maps. I've marked potential areas where they might have gone.
This is going to be epic.
It's not an adventure, Phil. Our friends are missing.
I know. Sorry, bad choice of words. I'm just trying to stay positive.
We all want the same thing, to find out what happened to them.
Exactly. And maybe, just maybe, they're still alive.
Don't get your hopes up. After 2 weeks,
Let's just focus on finding clues, one step at a time.
How's everyone feeling about tomorrow?
Nervous but determined.
like we're making a massive mistake. But I've got everything ready.
I keep thinking about what we might find down there.
Hopefully Marcus and Lily sitting around wondering what took us so long.
That would be the best case scenario, but we should be prepared for the worst.
I've charged all my devices, and I'm bringing my camera with night vision capability.
I've been studying the maps all week. I think I could navigate the main passages blindfolded now.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Everyone remember to get enough sleep tonight. We need to be alert tomorrow.
Yes, Mom.
I swear to God, Phil, if you get us all killed tomorrow, I'm going to find you in the afterlife and burn you.
Fair enough.
On that cheerful note, see you all tomorrow at 10.
See you then, and thanks for doing this. It means a lot.
Of course, man. Marcus would do the same for any of us.
Get some rest, everyone. Tomorrow's going to be a long day.
Just entered through the north entrance. It's colder than I expected down here.
South entrance secured, and it smells awful.
East side entrance. Already regretting this decision.
I'm in through the west access point. Everyone remember to mark your path as we discussed.
Roger that, Captain. Already leaving breadcrumbs like Hansel and Gretel.
This is serious, Phil. Don't wander off your assigned route.
Yes, ma'am. But seriously, this place is massive.
The graffiti down here is actually pretty impressive. Some of it looks decades old.
According to the map, we're all heading toward the central junction. That's where Marcus's phone last pinged according to his provider.
God, it's damp down here. My boots are already soaked.
Maybe we'll find the crocodiles that flush down toilets. You know, the urban legend.
Not funny, Phil.
Actually, that myth originated in New York. Something about baby alligators being flushed down toilets.
Thank you, Professor Marie, for that fascinating tidbit.
Does anyone else feel like we're being watched?
It's just your imagination, playing tricks on you.
Actually, I've been feeling that too. Something isn't right down here.
Probably just the psychological effect of being underground. Enclosed spaces trigger our primal fears.
Maybe, but it feels more specific than that. Guys, I think I found something. Isn't this Marcus's bag?
That's definitely his. I recognize the patch on the front.
Where exactly are you, Phil?
About 400 meters in from the north entrance, near a collapsed section.
That's way off your assigned route, Phil.
I know. I saw something reflecting in my flashlight beam. Decided to check it out.
This is exactly what we agreed not to do.
Well, good thing I did, right? Otherwise, we wouldn't have found this.
What's inside the bag?
Hold on, checking. EW double exclamation mark. It's like really wet. There's some kind of slime on it, almost like saliva.
That's disgusting.
No kidding. And the walls around here, they don't look very man-made. The texture is off, almost fleshy.
Fleshy? What the hell does that mean?
I don't know how else to describe it. It's probably just some kind of fungus or mold.
Guys, I found something too. Isn't this Lily's bracelet?
Yes, that's the one Emma got her for her birthday.
Where did you find it?
In a side passage about halfway to the central junction. There's a small water channel here. The bracelet was caught on a piece of metal.
So both Marcus and Lily definitely were down here.
And they left belongings in different sections of the tunnel. That supports the theory that they were separated.
Just like we are now. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all.
I've been seeing something strange in my peripheral vision.
Like what?
It's hard to explain. Almost like the tunnel itself shifted when I wasn't looking directly at it.
That's just your eyes adjusting to the darkness. Shadows play tricks on you, especially with moving flashlight beams.
No, this was different. It was like the wall moved.
Jane, I think I know what you might be seeing.
What is it, Lucas?
Remember that folklore research I did last semester for my creative writing class?
Sure, the ghost stories and urban legends thing.
Not just ghost stories. I was researching local legends about creatures, entities that live in man-made structures.
Lucas, you're freaking me out.
There were several accounts of things living in tunnels, beings that could disguise themselves as parts of the structure.
Oh, come on. Those are just stories, probably made up by railway workers back in the day, to explain cave-ins and accidents.
The descriptions were very specific, though. Pale, elongated bodies, the ability to remain perfectly still, mimicking structural elements.
Guys, I'm in a narrow side passage, and there's a phone on the ground. The screen is shattered, but it still works. It's Marcus's.
Are you sure?
Positive. His lock screen is a picture of him and Lily.
Can you get into it?
It's not locked. I'm looking at his photos now. What the hell?
What?
The last photos he took. I don't know how to describe them.
Marie, what do you see?
It looks like he was trying to photograph something on a bridge. Something pale, something that was part of the bridge, but also not. The images are blurry, like he was moving when he took them.
Marie, maybe try to get back to the main tunnel.
There's one more clear photo. It looks like some kind of creature. Long white body, blending into the concrete.
This section is so slimy, guys. The walls look... is that a person's face on a worm's body?
Phil?
Phil?
What the hell? Phil, answer us.
Phil, where are you exactly? Phil!
His location is still showing on the shared map. He hasn't moved.
I'm closest to him. Should I go check?
No! Stay where you are, everyone. Start moving toward the exits.
Now!
But what about Phil?
Something is very wrong here. We need to regroup and get help.
Nah, man, what is this? Something just moved in the tunnel ahead of me. It looked like a support beam, but then it twisted.
Jane, turn around. Get back to your entrance.
Lucas, I can't just leave. Not after finding Marcus's phone. Not with Phil missing now, too.
Marie, please, if what I'm thinking is correct, we're all in serious danger.
Lucas, what exactly do you think is happening?
The folklore I studied, there were accounts of creatures called mimics that could disguise themselves as parts of tunnels and bridges. They were described as pale worms that hunger for warm flesh.
This can't be real. Those are just stories.
I thought so too, but look at Marcus's photos. Look at what Phil just described.
Oh God, I think I see one. It's unfolding from the wall, like it was the wall, but now it's moving. One long pale body.
Run, Jane, run.
Jane? Jane, are you there?
Her location is moving. She's running back toward the south entrance.
I should go find Phil.
No! Marie, please, get back to your entrance.
But Phil...
We can't help him if we all get caught. We need to get out and get help.
Fine, I'm heading back. But I'm keeping Marcus's phone.
Good. Move quickly but quietly, and keep texting, so I know you're still there.
Oh, for God's sake. Something's wrong with my tunnel, too. The passage I came through. It's not there anymore. The walls have moved, like they've been reshaped.
Marie, find another way out. Any passage that slopes upward.
They all look the same now. And besides, there's something hanging from the ceiling. I thought it was a pipe, but it's starting to move.
Oh my god, OMG, oh my god. I found Phil, but something has him.
Jane, what's happening?
It came out of nowhere. I was running. Then I saw Phil standing there, looking at something on the wall. Then this thing. It was a drainage pipe, but then it wasn't.
Slow down, Jane. What do you mean it was a pipe?
It was disguised. It looked like a pipe coming from the wall. Then it just unfolded, stretched out. Ite's body was so long, pale white. It grabbed Phil.
Is Phil okay?
No, he's not. It had a face, like a human face but 10 times larger, all underneath its skin. Ite's mouth opened. There were so many teeth. I'm running. I can't stop.
Jane, where are you?
Heading back to the entrance. It dragged Phil into the water. He screamed, then nothing. I can hear one of them following me.
Jane, check your map. Is the entrance still accessible?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, Jane. Try to stay quiet. They might be attracted to noise.
I'm trying, but they're everywhere. I think they're herding me, blocking certain paths.
Lucas, I can see one. In my section too. It's moving like Jane described.
That matches the descriptions in the folklore, almost exactly. They were called bridge worms in the texts.
Bridge worms?
Entities that disguise themselves as parts of bridges and tunnels. They're ambush predators. They wait until someone crosses their territory. Then they strike.
That's what happened to Phil, and probably Marcus and Lily too. We need to get out of here.
How do we do that? They're blocking the paths.
We need a plan. Jane, can you still reach the eastern exit?
No, there are at least 3 of them between me and there. They keep repositioning every time I look away.
What about the western exit, where I came in?
That might be our best option. It's farthest from where we've seen most activity.
I'll try to make my way there, but I'm not sure I can.
Marie, what's your situation?
Not good. I'm in what looks like an old maintenance room. There's only one exit, and I can see something moving outside it. Something pale that keeps changing shape.
Does your flashlight have any effect on it?
Hold on. Yes! It retreated when I shined the light directly at it. It seems sensitive to the bright light.
That's useful information. Jane, try using your flashlight as a weapon.
I am. It helps temporarily, but they keep coming back. I'm trying to find a path to the western exit, but I keep hitting dead ends or paths blocked by those things.
Lucas, I have an idea. What if we use our phones to create distractions, set alarms, and throw our phones in different directions?
That might work, if they're attracted to sound.
I'm going to try something. There's a narrow passage here. I think I can squeeze through. It might lead toward the western side.
Go for it, Jane.
I'm in the passage now. It's tight, but I'm moving. I can see light at the other end. Oh god, it's one of them. It's one giant one, coming from the other way.
Jane, answer me.
Holy crap. Is she?
Her location stopped updating. Marie, we need to think about ourselves here. Head toward the western exit. Use your flashlight to keep them at bay.
I'm trying. The one outside the door retreated when I set my phone alarm off. I'm going to make a run for it. I'm out of the room, moving quickly down the main tunnel. There are more of them. They're all around in the shadows, but they stay back from the light. Maybe we were wrong about Marcus and Lily. Maybe they're still alive somewhere.
We can't think about that now. We just need to focus on getting out.
Right. According to the map, I should be getting closer to your position.
I can see a junction ahead. That might be where our paths connect.
I'm seeing junctions too, but it's hard to match them to the map. The tunnels keep shifting because of these damn bastards, like they've been altered.
I've noticed that too. I think the creatures might be able to reshape the tunnels somehow, or our perception of them.
That would explain why it's so easy to get lost, even with the map.
I've been marking my path, but even those marks seem to shift.
Aha! I think I see light ahead. Is that you?
I don't see any light from my position.
Oh wait, it's just a reflection. Something shiny on the ground. It looks like a phone. Lucas, it's Phil's phone. The screen is still on. There's a picture on it.
Marie, leave it. Get back on the path.
I can't look away. It's horrible, the way it's opened its mouth. Crap! I can hear something behind me. My distraction trick isn't working anymore. They're getting smarter already. The light isn't scaring them as much.
Jesus Christ, Marie, just run. Marie, Jane, anyone still there? Hello? I'm in some kind of old service room. Door is jammed shut, but I can hear them outside, slithering against the walls. My flashlight is starting to dim too. Batteries are dying. If anyone sees this, I'm sorry. We should never have come here. Jane was right. Dad, are you there? I need help.
Lucas, what's wrong?
I'm trapped in the old Crawley railway tunnels, and everything has gone to hell. Can you call emergency services? My calls won't connect down here.
What do you mean something's happened? Are you hurt?
Not yet, but my friends, I think they're all dead.
What? Lucas, what's going on? I'm calling the police right now.
I don't think regular police can help. There's something down here, something not normal.
What do you mean not normal? Lucas, you're scaring me.
Remember my folklore research about entities that mimic man-made structures?
Your thesis project? What about it? Lucas, please just tell me exactly what's happening.
They're real. The bridge worms. They're in these tunnels.
Describe them. Exactly what do they look like?
Dad, why does that matter right now? I need help.
I need to tell emergency services what to expect. Please, Lucas, details will help.
They're like pale, elongated worms, but massive. 8 to 10 feet long at least. They disguise themselves as parts of the tunnel. Support beams, pipes, concrete sections.
How many have you seen?
Too many. They're all through the tunnels. They took Phil first, then Jane, then Marie.
Are you certain they were taken, not just separated from you?
One of them literally saw Phil get dragged away. These things have teeth, rows of them. When they open their mouths...
Lucas, listen carefully. I need you to stay exactly where you are. I'm sending help. Specialized help?
Why not just the police? And why the hell are you so calm about bridge worms?
I'm not calm. But I need you to focus. Do they react to light or sound?
Both. They shy away from bright light, but they're getting used to it. And they definitely track sound.
Good information. Any other behaviors? Do they communicate with each other?
Dad, what the hell? Why are you interrogating me? I'm about to die.
I'm trying to help. I promise. Just answer if you can.
Yes then. I think they communicate, or at least they seem to coordinate, block escape routes and stuff like that, herd people.
That's consistent. Lucas, I need you to hold on. My team will be there soon.
Your team? What team? Dad, the door is breaking. They're getting in.
Lucas, listen. Look for any way out. Maintenance shaft, air vent, anything.
There's nothing, just concrete walls, and they're pushing through the door. One's coming through!
Lucas! Son, I'm coming. Smith, emergency mobilization, Crawley Railway Tunnels, Code R.
What are we dealing with? Containment breach.
New entity, undocumented species, mimics tunnel architecture, multiple hostiles.
How reliable is the intel?
My son?
Your son? I didn't know he was a field agent.
He's not. He's a civilian. He's down there with his friends. Sent me images and descriptions before contact was lost.
I'm sorry, Walker, but you know the protocol. You can't lead this mission. Too personally involved.
I'm leading it, and that's final.
What's the entity designation?
Bridge worms. According to Lucas's research, they disguise themselves as structural elements, highly predatory, intelligent enough to coordinate hunting tactics.
We have nothing like this in the database. This could be a significant discovery.
I don't give a damn about discovery. I want them eradicated.
Walker, I understand your distress, but we have protocols. New entities need to be studied, specimens collected.
My son is down there, and 3 of his friends. If there's any chance they're still alive...
Of course we'll search for survivors. That's the priority. But if we're dealing with a new species, the Foundation will want samples.
To hell with what the Foundation wants.
This isn't like you, Walker. You've always followed protocol.
Protocol hasn't involved my family before. I'm mobilizing the tactical team. Heavy weapons, incendiary equipment.
Incendiary? We don't even know if these entities are vulnerable to fire.
Everything burns. If it has biological components, it can burn.
At least let me come with you to document the operation for the Foundation records.
Fine, but you stay behind the tactical team. I'm not risking anyone else.
Understood. ETA on deployment?
30 minutes. I've already authorized emergency protocols. Team is suiting up now.
What about civilian authorities?
Foundation override. We're telling local police it's a gas leak, setting up a perimeter now.
And if we find survivors?
Full medical team standing by. Memory protocols ready if needed.
And if we don't find survivors?
Then we make sure whatever took them never takes anyone else.
Walker, I need to remind you, our primary mission is containment and study, not extermination.
Smith, protocol be damned. These things took my son. They all burn. Day 1 of tunnel investigation. Initial sweep found no survivors, but multiple blood trails, leading deeper into the network, beyond where standard drones can follow.
Any tangible evidence of the entities?
Significant structural alterations to the tunnels. Not on any city plans. Walls with organic textures, strange secretions on concrete, appears to partially dissolve the material.
Collect samples if possible. We need to analyze the composition.
Already done. Sending team back to gather more. I'm staying on site up top.
Walker, you need rest. A fresh perspective.
I'll rest when we find them. All of them. Day 2, 3 a.m. Found more evidence. These things are moving through the walls themselves. Not just disguising as architecture, they're reshaping it.
Good God. No documented entity has that capability. I mean, Cartoon Cat can change its own form, but not of that around it.
Precisely why these things are a terminal threat. Tunnels that were blocked yesterday are open today, and vice versa. It's like they're constantly redesigning the maze.
Any pattern to the changes?
Still analyzing. but I think they're creating choke points, funneling any potential prey toward dead ends.
Intelligent hunting behavior. Fascinating.
It's not fascinating, Smith. It's a nightmare.
I apologize. Poor choice of words. I'm accessing the archives now, looking for any historical reports that might match.
Found any of Lucas's research equipment? His phone? Anything?
Not yet. The search team is being thorough. I'm sorry, Walker.
Day 3. Deploying modified drones with extended battery life and thermal imaging. Standard cameras aren't catching them when they're camouflaged.
Good thinking. What's your sleep status?
Irrelevant.
It's relevant to the mission. Sleep deprivation impairs judgment.
3 hours last night? In the command vehicle. It's enough.
It's not, but I know arguing is pointless. Any updates from thermal scans?
Interesting finding. They're cold-blooded, almost invisible on thermal until they move. Then there's slight heat generation, consistent with muscular activity.
That explains their effective camouflage. Body temperature matching their environment.
Makes tracking them harder, but not impossible. We've modified the algorithms, looking for shape anomalies rather than heat signatures.
I found something in the archives. 3 separate reports from 1896, 1923, and 1957, all mentioning living architecture in underground structures. Never properly investigated. Dismissed as minor superstition.
Send me everything.
Already done. But Walker, if these reports are connected, these entities have been here for generations. They're established.
Doesn't matter how long they've been here. They're not staying. Day 5. Breakthrough. Drone footage shows multiple entities converging, all moving toward the same location.
A central hub? Or perhaps
a nest. That's my theory. It's deep, below the main sewage system, in what appears to be a natural cavern.
that would explain why it's not on any city plans. What's your approach?
Complete extermination. I'm requesting specialized equipment, incendiary drones, and a tactical team to deploy them.
Walker, I understand your motivation, but the Foundation protocols are clear. We need specimens, at least one, before any extermination action.
Your specimens took my son and 3 other kids.
I know, and I'm deeply sorry, but think about the future. If we understand these entities, we can prevent more tragedies.
I'm going in, with or without authorization. Gather your specimens after, from whatever remains.
You can't go alone. It's suicide.
Then authorize a team. Your choice.
You're not giving me options. You're giving me ultimatums.
Correct.
Fine. I'll authorize the combat team. FOX, BRAVO, and DELTE. They're our best, but they collect specimens before any extermination. That's non-negotiable.
Fine, as long as they burn them afterward. Day 7. Combat team are on enrollee. Equipment check complete. Briefing in progress.
What's their loadout?
Heavy flamethrowers, incendiary grenades, reinforced protective gear, and specimen collection kits, as requested.
Good. Remember, collection first, then containment. Extermination only if necessary.
The briefing is clear, but so are my priorities.
Walker, don't compromise the mission or the team.
They understand what's at stake, better than you do.
That's uncalled for. I care about what happened to Lucas and the others.
But you didn't know him. He wasn't your son.
No, he wasn't. And I can't imagine your pain. But clouded judgment endangers everyone.
My judgment isn't clouded. It's focused. More focused than it's ever been.
Command, this is FOX. Checking communications. All systems operational.
Bravo reporting. Equipment checks complete. Ready to deploy.
Delta online. Perimeter sensors placed. No movement detected in upper tunnels.
This is Agent Walker. Mission objectives are as follows. 1. Enter the tunnel system. 2. Locate the entity nest. 3. Secure specimen samples. 4. Eliminate all remaining entities.
Understood, sir. Entry points confirmed?
3 separate entrances. To avoid detection, these creatures are intelligent. They coordinate.
Thermal imaging effectiveness?
Limited. They're cold-blooded. Movement is your best indicator.
Weapons efficacy?
Unknown, but they appear organic. Fire should work.
Communications protocol?
Text-based. Radio fails in the deeper tunnels. Check in every 15 minutes.
And if we miss a check-in?
We come for you. No one gets left behind.
Sir, permission to speak freely?
Granted.
We understand this is personal for you. We've all read the briefing about your son. We'll find answers.
I appreciate that, but I need to be clear about something. This isn't just about finding answers. It's about making sure these things never hurt anyone else.
We're with you, sir.
All the way.
Whatever it takes.
Then let me show you why. This is my son, Lucas. This is why we don't stop until every last one is ash.
Entry point A secured. Beginning descent. First marker placed.
Entry point B secured. Proceeding to sublevel 1.
Entry point C secured. Moving through eastern tunnel. Setting proximity sensors.
Tracking all 3 signals. Maintain text contact. Smith, are you monitoring?
Affirmative. All vitals stable. Drones positioned at extraction points.
First contact. Single entity. Disguised as support beam. Reacted to light.
Proceed with caution. Specimen collection?
Attempting. Entity hostile. Engaging. Flamethrower effective. Target neutralized. Tissue sample secured.
Excellent work, FOX. Containment pod status?
Sealed and secure. Continuing to primary objective.
Movement detected in adjacent tunnel. Multiple entities. They're reacting to something.
Elaborate.
They're communicating, making high-pitched sounds like they're alerting each other.
Confirmed. I can hear it too. They know we're here.
Maintain formation, but accelerate timeline. They're coordinating.
Fascinating. Evidence of hive behavior. Fox, can you confirm?
Affirmative. Entities in my section becoming more active. Emerging from camouflage. Using flamethrower to clear path. Fuel consumption higher than anticipated.
Understood. Priority is reaching the central chamber.
Approaching Junction 7. Heavy concentration of entities. God, these bastards are ugly. Proceeding with extreme caution.
Something unusual in tunnel structure. Walls appear modified, organic components integrated with concrete.
Can you collect a sample?
Affirmative. Analysis shows human remains, partially digested and incorporated into the structure.
What?
They're using their victims to reshape the tunnels.
That is foul.
Focus on the mission. How far to the central chamber?
200 meters according to mapping, but path is heavily infested, clearing as I advance.
Similar situation. They're becoming more aggressive, less affected by light.
I've reached a larger space. This might be the antechamber. Multiple tunnels converging here.
Proceed with caution. Stay in visual contact with each other when possible.
Negative. We're still in separate approaches, but I can see evidence of Bravo's path. Burnt entities.
Heavy resistance in my sector, using incendiary grenades. Path temporarily cleared.
I see the chamber ahead. Large central space, multiple levels, and oh god.
Report, Bravo.
More human remains. Dozens of them. One massive mound of them.
Any identifiable items? Clothing? Personal effects?
Affirmative. Backpacks, shoes, phones. Some look recent. Others are older, partially dissolved.
Look for a university backpack. Dark blue with silver trim.
I've entered the chamber from the east side, confirming Bravo's assessment. Found more personal items, including a broken phone in a green case.
That's Lucas's. My son's phone?
I've reached the chamber from the north. We're all here now, but separated around the perimeter. This place is massive, and there's something in the center.
Describe it.
Large mound, maybe 20 feet across. Amongst it seems to be some pale kind of material, pulsating slightly.
It looks like eggs, or juvenile specimens. Thousands of them.
This is remarkable. A breeding chamber. We need extensive samples.
Negative. Incinerate it. Everything. Now.
Walker! We need to study this. At least get comprehensive documentation.
Those things killed my son. Burn it all!
Moving to central position. Preparing incendiary charges.
Wait, what the hell? The mound is moving. Not just pulsating. It's rising.
Confirmed. The entire central structure is shifting. I don't think those are eggs.
Oh crap. It's one organism. The entire mound is a single entity.
Damn it! Get out of there now!
Too late. It's awakening.
It's frickin' huge, like a giant version of the bridgeworms.
Engaging with flamethrower. Minimal effect. It's too big. The flames barely char the surface.
Use all incendiaries, simultaneously.
Preparing full payload.
Ready on my mark.
In position. Jesus Christ, it's fast. Oh crap, it changed direction. It's coming towards me.
Delta? Delta report.
It's got Delta. Swallowed him whole. And the ceiling! It's breaking through the ceiling.
Structural collapse. Tunnel coming down. Lost visual on Fox.
Seeking alternate route. Chamber collapsing. Multiple bridge worms following the large one.
Get out now! Follow emergency protocols.
Attempting to. Tunnel blocked by debris. Finding another way.
The big one! It's headed up! Toward the surface.
This is now being classed as a major situation. What we found isn't just a nest. It's the throne.
Size estimate?
At least a kilometer long. It's just broken through to the surface.
My God, where's it heading?
For the highway.
Walker, are you seeing these reports?
Hard to miss. It's all over the city's emergency channels.
Local news calling it a massive sinkhole with something coming out. Social media is worse.
This is getting out of hand quickly. We need a containment story ASAP.
I've contacted Central. They're advising structural collapse combined with chemical spill. That should justify the evacuation.
Make it happen, and get me a direct line to emergency services. We need to coordinate the perimeter.
Already done. Fire department has been told it's a toxic gas release. They're creating a 2-mile exclusion zone.
Not big enough. Make it 5 miles. This thing moves fast.
Expanding the perimeter, but civilians are still in danger. Look at this footage coming in.
It's hunting, methodically.
Damn it, we're looking at significant casualties already. Reports of at least a dozen vehicles consumed.
Any contact from Fox or Bravo?
Just coming in now. They've reached the surface. North side of the incident zone.
Patch them through to our chat.
Connecting now.
Bravo reporting. I'm half a mile east of Fox's position. The highway worm is moving along Route 12, consuming vehicles in its path.
Any sign of Delta?
Negative. Presumed lost in initial contact. That thing swallowed him whole.
Understood. What's your assessment of its behavior?
It's not random. It's establishing territory, moving in a circular pattern around the initial emergence point.
Agreed. It appears to be marking boundaries, secreting some kind of fluid at intervals.
Similar to the tunnel modifications we observed?
Affirmative, but on a much larger scale.
It's creating a new nest, above ground, using our infrastructure instead of tunnels.
If that's true, it could potentially spawn hundreds more bridgeworms across a much wider area.
Exactly. Which is why we need to kill it as soon as possible, before it establishes itself.
I've updated Foundation headquarters. They're classifying this as a Category 5 containment breach. All resources authorized, including any measures necessary to neutralize.
About damn time. Fox, Bravo! We need options.
Conventional weapons will prove ineffective against something of this scale. Flamethrowers barely penetrated its hide, and it's too large for the fuel we have.
We need something bigger, something that can affect its entire mass at once.
What about the power plant? The city's main electrical hub is nearby, 3 miles southwest.
That could work. Electricity might disrupt its biological functions. If we could lure it there...
How do we bait something that size?
It's already shown a preference for populated areas. Following the highway, if we create a concentration of activity near the plant...
That puts more civilians at risk. Unless, what about using its own biological material? The secretions it's leaving behind. Maybe they contain pheromones or other attractants.
Brilliant. A drone carrying samples could create a trail, leading it exactly where we want.
Do it. Fox, collect those secretions. Bravo, coordinate with our drone team. I'm heading to the power plant now to prepare the trap.
I'll coordinate with the power company. We'll need to reroute the city grid. Channel everything to that station.
How long?
90 minutes minimum. They need to shut down secondary systems first to prevent cascading failures.
We don't have 90 minutes. Look at the casualty reports.
I've authorized emergency protocols, but rushing could black out the entire region. Then we'd have nothing.
Fine, but tell them to hurry. There's more at stake here than they realize.
Command, something you should know. If your son hadn't sent that warning...
I know. We'd never have found it until it was too late. This thing could have established nests across the country before we even knew what we were dealing with.
Lucas's messages may have saved countless lives. I'm sorry we couldn't save him, Walker.
Save it. I don't need your sympathy. I need focus to kill this thing.
Command! I just witnessed something. The creature came into contact with a power line, just a glancing touch. But it reacted, violently recoiled, and secreted some kind of fluid.
Confirmation of electrical vulnerability. That's what we needed.
More than that. The secretion it released, it smells strong, even from my position. I think it's a defense mechanism.
This is perfect. We can use its own defense mechanism against it. The electrical shock triggers secretions, which we can use as bait, creating a feedback loop.
Exactly. Here's the plan. 1. Collect secretions from where it touched the power line. 2. Load them onto multiple drones. 3. Create a trail leading to the transformer station. 4. When it arrives, hit it with everything the grid has. 5. While it's stunned, incinerate it with concentrated fire.
Roger that. Moving to collect samples now.
I'll coordinate the drone flight paths, creating a converging pattern to the target zone.
Walker, reinforcements are 30 minutes out. 4 teams of 6, all with incendiary weapons.
Position them around the power plant perimeter. We'll only get one shot at this.
Secretion samples collected. Drones loaded and programmed. First units deploying now.
Confirmed visual on drones. Target is following. Moving south toward the power plant. Estimated arrival 25 minutes.
I'm at the power plant. Transformer station prepped. Teams in position?
Reinforcements arriving now. Taking positions around the perimeter. Power company ready to channel full output on your mark.
Optimal firing positions identified. I'm setting up on the eastern approach.
I've got the western side. The highway worm is still following our trail. Currently 2 miles out and closing.
All units maintain position. No engagement until the creature is fully in the kill zone.
Walker, HQ wants to remind you of the specimen directive.
Tell HQ they'll get their specimens from whatever's left.
Night falling. Switching to thermal. Target still visible. Moving steadily toward the trap.
Perimeter teams all report ready. Final drone approaching the transformer station now.
Excellent.
Good luck, boys. May whatever gods exist be with you all.
Let's kill this bastard.
Target approaching outer perimeter. 1,500 meters and closing.
Visual confirmation. But something's wrong. It's not following the drone directly anymore.
Explain.
It's moving in a circular pattern, circling the facility rather than approaching.
Confirmed. It's almost like it knows it's a trap.
That shouldn't be possible, even with its demonstrated intelligence.
I'm in the helicopter now, getting aerial view. It's testing the perimeter, like a predator.
I've got drone feed from HQ. The behavior is methodical. It's displaying advanced tactical awareness.
We need to force it in. The current bait isn't strong enough.
I have an idea. It reacted most aggressively when we injured other bridge worms. What if we used ourselves as bait? Draw its attention with targeted attacks.
Negative. Too dangerous.
With respect, sir, we don't have many options. The electrical trap only works if it's directly on the transformer station.
I volunteer. I can use the flamethrower, not to seriously damage it, just enough to irritate and draw attention.
And if it catches you?
Then I join Delta, but I don't plan on that outcome.
I'll take the opposite flank, create a crossfire situation, force it to move toward the center.
Walker?
Approved. But at the first sign of it overwhelming you, fall back immediately.
Understood. Moving into position now.
In position on east side. Bravo, on your mark.
Engaging in 3, 2, 1. Target engaged. Minimal flame burst applied. It's reacting.
Confirmed. It's changing direction. Coming toward Bravo.
Moving toward the transformer station. Crap, this thing is fast. Way faster than something that size should be.
Fox! Draw its attention.
Roger that. Engaging from eastern position. It's turning. Coming my way now. Bravo. Circle around toward the transformer.
Moving. But it keeps changing direction, like it knows what we're doing.
I'm observing from above. It's hurting you, trying to separate you from reinforcements.
Crap! It just lunged. Nearly got me. Moving to secondary position.
Fox, head northeast. I'll come from the southwest. We'll converge at the transformer.
Roger that. It's so damn fast. Can barely stay ahead of it. Thank God this is one hell of a good driver.
Holy Mother of God. I think I've got something. From what I've seen when the smaller bridge worms were injured, they emitted a specific distress sound. The highway worm reacts most aggressively to that.
The audio from our earlier encounter. We could amplify it, broadcast through the drones.
Exactly. Smith, can you modify the drone payload?
Already on it, pulling audio samples from Delta's footage, converting to broadcast frequency.
Whatever you're doing, do it fast. I'm running out of room to maneuver.
Same here. It's boxing us in, nearly at the transformer station. But it's like it knows to avoid that area.
Audio modification complete. Broadcasting now.
Holy crap. Immediate reaction. It's changing direction. Moving toward the sound.
Fox and Bravo. Order the troops to hold their positions. Let the drone draw it in.
It's working. Target moving directly toward transformer station. Almost there.
Confirmed. It's following the drone. 20 meters from position.
10 meters. 5 meters. It's right on top of the transformer.
Now!
Execute.
Electrical discharge initiated. Massive surge. Target convulsing.
It's working. The creature is immobilized, secreting massive amounts of fluid. Now's our chance.
Converge and engage. Begin the full incendiary assault.
Roger that. Moving in. All teams engaging.
Multiple flamethrowers active. Target still incapacitated by electrical current. Direct hits on multiple sections.
It's working. The thing is burning. From the inside out.
Keep it up. Don't let up until there's nothing but ash.
It's falling apart. Segments separating.
Those aren't segments. They're smaller bridge worms. Hundreds of them. Trying to escape the main body.
Burn them all. Every last one.
Affirmative. Widening the perimeter. Catching the escapees.
The main mass is almost completely incinerated. Electrical current still flowing. Combined with the fire. Creating one hell of a light show.
Spectacular visual from drone feed. Visible for miles. Cover story is electrical fire at power plant.
Status report. Any survivors?
Negative. Everything within 100 meters is ash.
Perimeter secured. All smaller entities neutralized. We did it! It's over.
Excellent work. Maintain positions. Cleanup crews inbound.
Foundation units deployed. ETA 10 minutes. Full containment protocols in effect.
Day 2 post-incident report. Site fully contained. All remains collected for analysis.
Perimeter sweep complete. No evidence of additional entities. Area secured for civilian explanation work.
Excellent. Any viable specimens discovered?
Multiple tissue samples, but no intact organisms. No eggs or offspring survived the fire.
We're thorough. When you say burn it all, we burn it all.
Preliminary analysis is fascinating. These entities appear to be ancient, potentially prehistoric, adapted to mimic human architecture.
Classification status?
Official designation approved. SHC 1479 bridge worm. SHC 1479 a highway worm. Listed as Class 5 territorial predator. Containment protocols established.
Nationwide response?
In progress. Teams deployed to all major urban centers, searching for additional nests, using thermal and structural anomaly detection.
Sir, about Delta.
Recovery team found remains. He'll receive full honors. His sacrifice won't be forgotten.
And the civilians? The kids who discovered these things?
Listed as victims of structural collapse. Their families will never know the truth, but they helped save countless lives.
Small comfort, but they didn't die for nothing.
Foundation report complete. This incident has been fully documented. Your son's research was instrumental. His name will be in the official record.
Thank you.
Walker, the final cleanup is complete. I thought you should know. We found this in the remains. Thought you might want it.
I do. I'll collect it when I'm back. Thank you, Smith, for everything.
Just doing my job. But I'm glad we stopped it before it could spread.
Lucas would be too. He always wanted to make a difference. In the end, he did.
More than he could have imagined. His warning gave us the head start we needed. Otherwise,
I know. We'd be looking at nests in every major city by now. Instead, they're burning in hell. Where they belong?
the Foundation is establishing permanent monitoring of all major bridge and tunnel systems nationwide. This won't happen again.
It better not. But if it does, we'll be ready.
What will you do now?
Place this ID on my son's grave. Tell him we finished what he started. That his warning saved countless lives. That he's a hero.
He is, as are you.
I'm no hero. Just a father who did what was needed. We beat those bastards. I can finally sleep.